Hello, Leo, and welcome to your astrological forecast for June 2017. Now, this works if you have your ascendant moon or sun sign in the sign of Leo. Now, what I'm going to be talking about in this video is the different astrological aspects that are going to be happening this month. How are they affecting you, Leo? I'll be giving you some advice on how to handle these energies. And remember, this is just a general reading. This is just a general reading. So if you want a more specific reading, I am currently having a sale and you can check it out right here at the link below to find out more information about it. Now, by the end of the reading, I am going to be pulling out a card from the Angels Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue to try to see what the angels have to say to help you out during this month. All right, Leo, so let's get to it. Alrighty, Leo, so we're going to start first with Mars. And Mars is going to be moving into the sign of Cancer in 4th of June. Now, on the 4th of June, here, Cancer rules your sector of letting things go. So when Mars goes in here, I definitely see you getting very like Jedi mode, like spiritual warrior mode, where you're trying to really find out and you're active on wanting to let go of the things that no longer serve you. You're being active in trying to find out more about your own conscious and what's ruling under there. You're more active about letting things go that no longer serve you. You're not having this attachments to it where you're feeling so attached to them. And here Mars, becomes, it's not an aggressiveness, but it becomes more of like cutting away the things inside yourself that are holding you back. Okay? So it gives you that extra warrior energy to dig deep in a spiritual mode inside yourself to try to see what are the things that are not empowering you during this time. And you're willing to just let them go. At this time, you're like, hey, I'll let them go. I'm fine with it. I'm ready to break away from these chains. I'm ready to crush them down. So use your imagination, because it's a very imaginative time with Mars here, and use your meditation as well to try to see what is inside of you that needs to start moving away. And use this energy, this driven energy, and this energy of not compromising to try to just cut these ties, these unhealthy ties. And these unhealthy ties can be with addictions, it can be with people, it can be with relationships, it can be with situations, it could be in a way that you think about things. So use this energy for more of a, Jedi spiritual mode type of energy. Now, on the 6th of June, we have Venus going into the sign of Taurus. And Taurus rules your sector of the career. So this is a career month for you, Leo. This is going to be so good, okay? If you've been wanting to ask your boss about something, this is the time where you're going to be able to get the yeses that you've been looking for, okay? If you wanted to ask for the promotion, this is the time to do it. Because Venus is making you look really, really good in front of your superiors. It's making you shine in front of your superiors. Everybody's loving you. So this is a time where I see advancements. This is a time where I see applause for you. And this is such a good energy for you because you don't like working if you don't get applause, okay? You need to get your applause. You need to get your praising. If not, Leo's heart dies. This is something of health for you. So I do see an advancement in career. I do see some sort of promotion. I do see some sort of applause. I do see some sort of recognition or something where life is saying, you're doing a great job. Your career is doing great, and Venus is bringing you a lot of pleasure being in your career, a lot of pleasure in wanting to, understand your superiors and your authorities, and you're just looking so good in front of your authorities that this is a time to ask for the things that you truly want. So definitely enjoy this month, because this month is the month out of the whole year where you're having some really good energy at your workplace and your professionalism. And for any Leos out there who are creative, which most of you are, this is a time where your creativity is going to shine through. It's going to shine through your career. It's going to shine through your professionalism. And people are definitely admiring you for this. So congratulations, Leo. Now, On the 6th as well, Mercury is going to be moving into the sign of Gemini, meeting with the sun, because the sun's been sitting in Gemini. It's Gemini's birthday this month. So for the beginning of the year, for the beginning of the month, I see you very sociable. I see you, wanting to hang out with friends, wanting to enjoy yourself, wanting to expand your networks of people, expand your friendships. And this is going to bring you gains, okay? And then by the 6th of June, when Mercury couples with the sun in this house, you're going to be able to really communicate with your friends. I see you talking a lot about your dreams, talking a lot about your aspirations, and really talking to the right people. Finding out, who do I need to speak, who do I need to talk to make this dream come true. And very important, a great time to even touch bases with some past friends that you haven't talked to in a while. This is a great time to lend an ear to a friend and have great discussions with your friendships. I also see you being very lean towards having more intellectual friends, okay? So yes, this is a time where you're shining and you're having a lot of friendship energy, but it's also a time where you're like, I'm looking for friends who are smart. I'm looking for some intellectual friends that will teach me something. So I would definitely suggest for you guys to do something intelligent, even if it's playing board games. That would be so much fun for you guys, just to analyze something, think about things, play while you're playing with your friends. This will be so fantastic for you. Or go and learn something together. Maybe go to, a bookstore or a meeting of some kind or some sort of convention. But something where your mind gets stimulated. You want to be stimulating your friend's mind, and you want to be stimulated by your friends mentally. Mentally. Okay. Now, on the 9th of June, we have Jupiter going direct. And Jupiter's been going retrograde for the past months. Now, when Jupiter is retrograding, it's a time when we're having a lot of internal expansion. So there was a lot of growing up to do that happened during this past months that Jupiter was in here. And maybe you didn't see so much expansion outside of yourself, but internally, especially with so many planets in retrograde, there was like some major internal turmoil and commotion happening. And Jupiter was here to try to make it very wise, to try to okay, it's okay, we're learning lessons, you're seeing the bigger picture of the situation, you're understanding deeper why these things are happening to you. And now that Jupiter is moving direct, now you're going to start seeing the expansion come out once again, externally. You're going to start seeing expansions coming out externally. And yours has to do with communication, contracts, short distance travel, and siblings. And, your courage and what you really want to do and your self-expression. So this is a time where I see you being more self-expressive, there's a lot of Leos that could be thinking, how am I vocalizing this? How am I coming across? Am I really saying this the right way? Any Leos out there who are writers, fantastic time to write. Write a lot. Write as much. There's a lot of expansions towards that. And also, if you're doing really good at work, this could be a time where you're also closing up some contracts, okay? Looking over some contracts, reading some contracts, writing some contracts, signing contracts. So it's a fantastic time for that. And also to just, every once in a while, give yourself a little bit of maybe a break and go out and have a little ride towards the woods, or do a little ride towards, a short distance travel to like a new place that you haven't seen before. It doesn't have to be that far away. But it is a time where your courage is also expanded, and courage is needed for you to express yourself fully. And you are a sign of self-expression. You're a sign of individual expression. So with Jupiter here, it's going to give you extra oomph, and definitely, write. I would definitely suggest for you to write. Just write. Even if it's just a journal, just write. And you'll see that it's going to start expanding outside of yourself even more. Also, to create some really good connection with your siblings. To really connect with your siblings and connect with your immediate environment in maybe a different way. Now, with Jupiter going direct, you're going to be able to actually start seeing these things outside of yourself, okay? Now, Neptune is going to be going retrograde on the 16th. And what is Neptune? Neptune is the planet of illusion. Neptune is the planet of illusion, of mysticism, is the one that breaks all boundaries and it makes you feel connected to it all. The best way that I can describe it is, the drop that goes inside the ocean. You're the drop that goes into the ocean of life. And it reminds us that yes, even though things are invisible, we are internally connected with everything and everyone in the world. And we're mostly connected to Source, okay? The Source, the God, the universe, the main creator of this all. So Neptune reminds us of that higher spirituality. Neptune reminds us of that deeper devotion, okay? And when it goes retrograde, it's a time where we're able to lift the illusions out of it. Because the bad side of Neptune is that we can fall into illusions very easily, or we can fall into escapism very easily. Like, there's a reality of a situation, we don't want to face the reality, so we get sedated by drugs, by alcohol, by, procrastination, sex, and things like that. You're not utilizing it right. You're utilizing it for escapage. So, very important time to harness what is reality. Okay, especially if you've been a little elusive, like very elusive, and you haven't really wanting to put your feet in the ground, and you just want to stay in cloud nine, pretending that everything is fine. During retrograde Neptune, you can really have a big wake-up call of like, whoop, lifting the veil. This is really what's happening. Not your rose-colored glasses they're broken. So during this time, really enjoy the fact that you're going to be able to see reality for what it is, truly, okay, with no elusive energies. And when it comes to you, it comes to you with anything that has to do with other people's monies, okay? You might not know necessarily the division between your stuff, and other people's stuff. And this also has to do with loans, okay? If you took any loans out or any credit line or anything like that, this is a time where I definitely suggest for you to try to be very clear of what is it that you own to people, and how are people treating your stuff, okay? You're not having very much boundaries in this is mine, this is yours type of thing. And also, it's a time where you can also understand your intimacy with yourself even deeper. So what that means is like really see your shadow self, like your darker part of you, because we're both negative and positive. We're not just positive all the time. We always have our flaws that we know of. And during this time that you can lift the veil out of this, you're going to be able to really see like, oh, wow, that's a flaw that I've had. Or, wow, I've been treating myself like this because of this flaw. But it's a time for acceptance, okay? And it's a time for a deeper, deeper intimacy. And for any Leo out there who is with somebody at this time, this is a time where your intimacy can get a lot more deepened. But remember, there's nothing wrong with being romantic. Like, yes, let it out. Let that Neptunian energy come out and be super romantic. But when it comes to sharing yourself and your stuff with somebody else, you need to try to see what's going where. Because this is where you're not really seeing clearly, like, this is mine, this is yours. And then sometimes, you take advantage of the person, or then the person takes advantage of you, and then you're feeling bad, or whatever it is. So this is a time to really lift the veil, understand where you're sitting when it comes to other people's monies, either if it's loans, credits, or your spouse's things. This is a time where you're able to really understand, okay, what am I taking, what am I giving, what is mine, what is theirs, and how do I respect what's mine and what's theirs. So very important time for that. Now, on the 24th of June, we have Mercury going into Cancer, which is going to be coupling with the sun, because the sun at the beginning of the month is in Gemini, and you are shining with your friendships. Like I told you at the beginning of the month, you are shining with your friendships. You're having a lot of fun with your friends, a lot of intellectual friends. But by the 21st, 22nd, the sun is going to be going into Cancer, and it's going to couple with Mercury by the 24th. Now, Cancer is the ruler of letting things go. When it comes into your life, it has to do with closure of things, closure of life, closure of certain things that no longer serve you, letting go, saying goodbye, outgrowing certain situations, and emptying your cup so it can be filled up back again. So by the end of the month, I see you isolating yourself. Like, there's going to be a lot of socializing from the beginning, but by the end, the isolation is going to set you really good. By the end, you're going to be really analyzing your internal world, because life is trying to make you unwind, like undo all the things inside of you, empty your cup, because by your birthday, by July, the end of July, that's when we're going to be going into a new beginning. But before this new beginning, we need to make sure that we're not bringing any junk from the past into the future. So really analyze. By the 24th, you're going to be able to analyze these things. Write them down. You could be having some major dreams at this time. And try to analyze, what is it that you need to start letting go of? What is it that no longer serves you? What is it that you have grown? And what is it that you're willing to just, let go of? It's always good to let these things go. Also, by the end of the month, I see very good time for relaxation, especially because you've been working a lot and you are getting praised at the workplace. So by the end of the month, give yourself a massage. Go buy yourself a massage. Try to walk with nature, be in nature. Try to find ways of more relaxation and setting into the moment and enjoying every savory moment of, savor the moments of life, regardless of where you are. If you're just in nature, savor the grass, savor the breeze, savor the sun. If you are at work, savor the fact that you're doing what you love, savor the fact that you have a position, savor the fact that people respect you. Try to look for those things, because those things is what really makes things be very fulfilling. Okay? Now, what message do we have for Leo? June 2017. Leo, June 2017. Alrighty. So the card that I got is notice the signs, alright? Yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins, and other signs upon your path to remind you that you're loved and never alone. So there's a lot of serendipity that is happening for you this month. And you need to be, open your eyes, especially by the end of the month. You're going to really be internalizing all these things, okay? There's no coincidences in life. No. It seems like it, but there aren't. So notice the signs. Other things that says your departed ones from heaven are saying hello and that they love you. So also, like I said, by the end of the month, since you're connecting so much to source, because you're in this place of letting things go and in this place of self-undoing, this could be a time where you're sensing your ancestors close to you, okay? So pay homage to your ancestors. Talk to them, just do a prayer, and connect with them once again, because they are around you and they're helping you out with a lot of stuff. Also, notice and believe in the repetitive signs you receive as validation that you're on the right path. Okay, Leo? If there's any questioning, look at the actions, look at the facts of what's happening at this time, all right? And notice that little signs are showing to a big goal that is going to be accomplished, okay? Another thing that it says is have faith. Okay, very important that you're having faith at this time. Harness your faith, harness your hope. Feel that, okay, there is good things coming to me. I do deserve good things in my life. I have faith in the world. When you're in the womb of your mother, you don't have to worry about nothing, and everything is provided for you. Food, shelter, breath, oxygen, everything. And we feel this piece of like, everything's going to be great, everything's going to be fine, I'm still going to be alive, and tomorrow I'm going to eat and everything. There's never a sense of hopelessness. Now, there's just an illusion that once you come out and you come into this world, it's an illusion that you are out of the womb. You're not. This earth is a giant womb, okay? This earth gives you everything you need to live. Food, shelter, everything. It gives it all to you. So it's there. So harnessing your faith is very important. Having faith that you're still in the womb and that you're still going to be taken care of. Okay? That's very important that you have that in your mind. Follow the signs that are guiding you to your heart's desire. Okay? So again, don't let serendipity, don't let coincidences just pass you by. Analyze them, think about them. This is a time right now where there's a lot of things that are coming into place for you, okay? And if you see them coming into place, the more you feel grateful, the more you notice them, the more they'll be clear and the faster they'll come to you, okay? Don't ignore these things and don't doubt them. If you lack faith, that's when you're really messing up your energies, and the object of your desire is getting further and further away from you than when you have faith. All right, Leo? Alrighty, Leo, thank you so much for letting me do your reading today for your astrological forecast for June 2017. Thank you so much for having a beautiful, open heart that you have, and for me to let you give this beautiful astrological message to your spirit, which has been looking for it. I love you so very, very much. And thank you so much for the likes, comments, and shares. I appreciate it a lot. And remember, I am having a sale, so if you want to check more of that information out, there is a link below down here where you can see that I'm having some speed reading sale. All right, Leo? Alrighty, Leo. Thank you so much for everything. Mwah.